Okay, so let me show you how to quickly and easily customize your Canva template, even if you're not a designer. So whether you're adding photos or changing the text or tweaking the overall layout, you'll be able to make it your own in just a few minutes. Hi, my name is Uzo. I'm the creator behind Triple U Creations. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, before I start customizing templates, what I like to do personally is to duplicate the template. That way, if I make any mistakes, I can kind of go back to the original and get what I need. Okay, so to duplicate the template, you can either hit this duplicate button right here and it'll duplicate it for you. But since I have several spreads that I want to duplicate, I'm going to go over here to the grid view and have it duplicate all of them at once by highlighting it and then duplicate 3 pages. Okay. And then I like to put a divider in there as well. So once I do that, I'm going to work on this first batch right here. Now I do have grid lines on the newspapers because it helps with formatting the newspapers for printing and make sure that everything stays where they should be and so that they print correctly. If you don't know, I do offer a newspaper printing service. So if you're interested in that, please go to my shop. All the details are there. Back to the template. Now these grid lines, I'm not a particular fan of seeing them when I am customizing templates, so I like to take them out. So if you want to take them out, head on over to File, Settings, then Show Rulers and Grid Line, and check that off, and it'll take it away. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and customize this template. Everything here, you can customize the text, the elements you can take out and replace with your own. Pretty much everything is customizable. The only thing that's not customizable here is this little heart here. That's the only thing that can't be customized, but you can replace it with something else, okay? So when I mean it can't be customized, like you can't put in your own words in there, okay? It is as it is. But everything else you can pretty much customize, okay? All right, so I'm gonna try to keep this video as brief as possible, but give you all the tools that you need to make this your own. So here, I mean, you can name it the, let's see, some people like to put like the Cupid times, whatever you want to do it. But I'm going to leave it as the Valentine's time. So I'm going to head back there and you can also change this element as well. Okay. You can also change the font if you're not crazy about it. Head on over up here. You can change it whichever way you like. Okay, so I'm going to start like adding a photo to this. Now, for photos, if you have photos saved on your computer, here is how you will grab it from your computer. Head on over to Upload Files, then head on over here, click it, and then you can grab the file from wherever it is on your computer, hit open, and it will populate it right here. That way you can drag it and pop it over here. But I'm going to use photos from Canva. So bear with me, but it's the same way that you would drag it and drop it over here. So for this one, I have this cute little photo right here that I'm going to be using for this space. And what I like to do, I like to add a filter to my photos. I don't always like to keep it as is, depending, on how the photo is. For this one, I'm going to add a filter. And to add a filter, I'm going to head on over to Edit, See All, and I really like this oceanic one. Very romantic. Okay, so that's that. And then if you want, you can always, let's head on over to this back page and see what we can do here. Now I'll come back to that. Now, like I said, everything is customizable. If you don't care for this music note that's right here, you can take them out, but if you notice, I've grouped everything together. If you want to change individual elements in this part, just click on it and then you'll see the ungroup. Click ungroup and then you'll be able to move things around. Okay, and you see how they're like separate pieces versus being one piece. Okay, so I'm gonna do that because I want to leave it grouped. Like I said, this you can change. If you want to change this element, go over here and then you can type, you know, cartoon, couple, or you can upload something, you know, from your own data. Okay, so you can grab whatever element here and replace it. Now this word search right here, you can also change it. You can change the thickness of the lines. You can change how rounded it is right here. Everything you can change. You can change the letters, delete it, and you know, add your own letters, add your own words. You can maybe delete every single letter in here and then, you know, make your own puzzle from scratch that I make available for you. Now, this particular package has two front page options that you can select from. There is this one, and then there is this one, okay? The back page is the same, but this is just a little bit different, just a different vibe if this is your vibe, you know? So everything here you can customize and make it your own. And the same way that I dragged and dropped this photo, you can totally do the same thing, okay? And then also add that filter element that I really like. Where is it? Oceanic. Okay, okay. Totally make it your own. So here is the inner pages. I'm just going to quickly add some photos that I think are cute for how it started. You can upload your own from your computer. I'm going to also apply that cute little filter that I like. Here we go. And here we go. Okay. All right. So you go ahead and do the same thing, you know, change whatever text that you need to change right here and make it your own. I'm not going to make the video any longer than it needs to be. Okay. I'll go ahead and put pictures in here off camera so it's not too long, and then come back and show you how to download the newspaper for printing. Now the size that we do print double-sided is the 17 by 11 inch spread. So if when you purchase our template, make sure that you customize that template size. It just makes the whole process easier. Once you customize it, send us the link. We'll be able to take it from there. Okay, so let me go ahead and pop pictures in here, and then I will be right back. Okay. Okay, I am back, and I have gone ahead and filled this in. Looking so cute, so happy with it. All right, now, one thing I did mention was in regards to the photos. If, for example, you drag and drop a photo and it's kind of cutting some of the images in a way you don't like, you can actually shift your photos around to get it to exactly where you want it to be. And to do that, just double click the photo, and then you can move it whichever direction that you wish, okay? So that's just a one-off tip. All right, so once you are done with your newspaper, let me show you how to download it. I'm just gonna download pages. I think I'm gonna choose this one and that one to download. So head on over to share, download. And if you're downloading it for printing, you want to select PDF print, okay? And then indicate the pages that you want. I'm going to print 2 and 4, hit done. Now, if you have the Canva free account, you'll only have this RGB option to be able to print with. Okay, so just go ahead and download it with that, and that's okay. It'll still come out fine. But if you do have the Pro account for Canva, go ahead and select this if you want to send it for printing. Okay, if you want to send it for printing, like to your local print shop, it's best if they have this for professional printing. It comes out a bit better. So you can either send this to us or send it to your local store. Alternatively, we always recommend, if you want to print with us, to just send us the link. And here's why. We do have the option of putting like a digital background. We have the classic background, which is like a light gray option, and then a vintage background, which is like like an aged tan, very light tan background that we put on the back of the newspaper, on the background of the newspaper to give it that aged look. So it's easier to do it if we get the link to your template and are able to edit. So you don't have to worry about downloading it this way. Okay, so just simply send us the link and I'll show you how to share your link. Go to share, hit, yes, right here. Only you can access, click anyone with the link. Okay, anyone with the link can edit and I'll be able to, you know, format it with that background edition if you do pay for that option when you do place your order. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you how to download. So once you select what you want, just go ahead and hit download and I'll just show you what that looks like, the PDF version, and then we can call it a day. All right, we are almost there. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Just takes a little while. Awesome. Typically, it would. Oh, where are you? Oh, there you are. All right, let's double click. Okay, here is our beautiful Valentine's Day newspaper. What a beautiful gift and keepsake for that special someone this Valentine's. So if you want to make something that brings them to tears, I mean, get the template if you haven't gotten it already and just make it your own. Make it your own. And that's it. Super simple, right? So I hope this helps you feel confident about using this template. If you have any questions or need extra support, feel free to reach out to me in our Etsy shop. The details are going to be in the description section of this video. I'm always happy to help you. And if you loved this one, please be sure to check out other template tutorials in the shop or on this page and in the shop. We have so many beautiful templates that are easy to use. Thank you very much. Take care and happy Valentine's Day.